We drug a little there. Hello! I hear something. Holy moly. This one might be a little easier to dig out. This is a massive hammer mill. It's like we're going through a car wash.
Should have brought the soap.
That is beautiful.
It really is.
Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. If you're not, welcome back. I'm going on a new adventure today. My friend Daryl just called me up this morning and said he found some amazing gold with his metal detector right near here. So I'm headed over to his place right now to go see what he found. All right, I made it to Daryl's place and I cannot wait to see this gold that he found. Hey Daryl.
Howdy.
So you found some gold.
Mm-hmm.
What did you find?
Well, it's called...
Oh my goodness.
It's called specimen gold.
That is amazing.
Because it is in... It's still in quartz.
You found this with your Minelab?
Yes.
6,000?
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
And
that is some amazing gold.
It was in one piece. Oops. And those are the nice ones. And had a friend of mine put it through, soaked it in hydrofluoric acid. And it ended up in these several pieces.
Okay.
But
so it was one rock to begin with.
Yeah.
And it broke into several pieces.
Right, in the acid. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't pretty at all before that was done.
Yeah.
You could do a continuity test from one end of the rock to the other. It was about that long, and there was continuity, so the gold ran clear through the rock.
Oh my goodness.
But what he did was just take a lot of the quartz off of it.
So you just went out metal detecting up the hill here.
Yeah.
And you found, that is a lot of gold. Wow, that's heavy.
That's pretty.
I'm gonna pull out my other camera here. This is amazing. Okay, I've got my other camera out here. This...
You want me to do this?
No.
Okay.
This works. This is like beautiful specimen gold here. You just found this with your metal detector.
Mm-hmm. Where I had been with 3 prior metal detectors, they never found one thing.
Seriously. So what'd you use before?
Oh, GoldBug PRO, another little Minelab, and I can't remember the other little one I had.
What's that other Minelab you have? A 5,000?
A 2500.
Oh, a 2500. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It didn't find it.
And the GoldBug PRO didn't find it.
Nope.
But the 6,000 found it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's paying for itself already.
That's getting there.
That's awesome. Look at these specimens. That is beautiful.
It really is.
So would this be considered crystalline gold?
I don't know. The guy that I talked to, he sells only natural gold. He won't sell like something you melted or anything. And he's offering me for the gold that's there. You do oh God, what is it called? It's the way you weigh the gold that's in the rock, and I forget the name of that. And he's giving me $2,500.
So you already got it priced out, and he's gonna
just one, the big one, and then.
So he's gonna give you $2,500 for all this?
For just the big one.
For just this one?
Yes.
Wow, so. This is a $2,500 rock right here, and that is a beautiful specimen. I hope the camera is actually picking this up.
Got weight to it.
What's that?
It's got weight to it.
It does. It's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, it's a small piece, but it has a lot of gold in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty interesting what that acid does to it.
So how much would you say is here, value-wise?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to do it's called specific gravity.
Yeah, where they put it in liquid and they...
You weigh it dry first.
And they find the displacement.
And then you weigh it in water.
And
there's more methods of doing that. And I need to just stick to just one. I keep trying to find a better one, but I think I found the better one when I first did it.
Look how it's just everywhere in there.
Yeah. It's neat to see it in its raw state.
That is really amazing.
You know, before it hits the river and gets pounded around, and then you got, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what it looks like before it's placer.
Yep.
This is raw, hard rock gold right here. Mm-hmm. So you got how many pieces you got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even this little piece.
Yeah, somebody will buy it.
Loaded with gold. So I wonder if this would be considered leaf gold. Because it's kind of...
I don't know.
It's kind of leaves that have formed in between the crystals. And you said you dissolved them out with hydrofluoric acid, right?
Yep.
And so the pieces that dissolve left these little leaves of gold. So Daryl found $4,000 worth of gold with his detector. And we're going to go out there today and we're going to look around in the exact spot where he found this gold. I hope we find something. That is a nice handful of gold specimen. $4,000 right there at least. We are getting ready to head out. So I'm getting all my stuff and put into the back of Daryl's truck, and then we are gonna head out to the mountains and find some gold. There was this place he wanted to check out first before we get up to where he found some gold. It's a giant tailing pile. He hasn't worked this one yet, so we're gonna see what we can find here.
That was before I really get my eyes so locked on that one.
All right, so truck is down there.
Oh, look at there.
And this is a mine.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see it from over here, but way over there. Well, let's see here.
What do you see? Oh, another tailing pile up there.
Yeah.
Wow, this place is loaded with old mines and diggings.
Yeah, see over there. There it is.
Oh, well, we'd have to dig it out, but I think we can get in there.
That's it.
Nice.
I can't tell you how many I've found just like that. You saw
Just
one
like
the other
that.
day that I'd found.
Uh-huh. What do you think? Should we dig it out today and go in?
I don't know about that. We don't have any lights.
I brought my headlamp.
You had. I left mine in the truck. I don't know. That's up to you. You're going to be dragging everything up.
Take a look in there.
Let's see. Just a little further. But that is the adit.
It's really sloped down in, so we might have to move a lot of dirt.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like that other one.
Yeah.
To a point, and then it's that you stand right up. I'm just gonna.
I'll dig it out a little bit and poke my head in there and see what's going on. And
I'm gonna go over here and up and look and see if there is actually another one there.
In the meantime, hopefully you'll find a couple ounces of gold while I'm digging around. I wasn't expecting to go into some gold mines today. Too much. I did bring stuff just in case, but this is cool. I can hear it echoing when I talk. Hello. So it's got a decent size to it. I don't have a shovel, unfortunately. Just a little metal detecting pick. I can feel the cool air coming up, and I really need a shovel for this. Alright. See what I can see here. Hello? 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 It's like a perfect mountain lion or bear cave right here. Try to scare them out before I go in there. Hello? Oh, I hear something. Holy moly. I just heard something. I heard something going through the water. Alright, I'm gonna have to get a flashlight. Shine it in there. See if I can see eyes or something. I'm coming back up the tailing pile. On the other side of the tailing pile, there is lots of quartz everywhere from the vein that they were working. strewn on the side here, which is a good sign because that might mean we could find some stuff that they threw out with our metal detectors. I can hear Daryl up there. He's got a signal on one of these piles. And I can also see right here, that is a big pile of bear poop. So there could be a bear in here. That might be what I heard. I'm gonna approach this really cautiously. Oh, there's a piece of metal right here. That's hand forged. You can see a little forge weld. Piece of strap metal. Got my headlamp now. I don't hear anything. I'm going to keep this pick between me and whatever it is. But it could be something as simple as a squirrel or a... I just heard something else. Or a wood rat in there, or some other creature. Doesn't necessarily have to be a bear or a mountain lion. It's my imagination, probably, being overly active. Alright. Let's see if I can get down here. Be able to shine a light here. I don't see anything in the entrance. Hello? Got the pick at the ready. Oh yeah. It opens up nicely in there. Solid rock, just like before. I see a tree root. Hello? I heard it again. It's silent, totally silent, and then all of a sudden, it'll make some noise. I cannot fit through here right now. And this is going to take a lot of digging, because it is sloped down in, so we may have to come back here. I don't see any water on the bottom from here. Hello? I heard something again. Every time I yell loud, I hear something. I think there might be a creature in there. Alright. I'm not going to be able to get in there today. This is a lot of material here in the entrance, and we don't have any tools. And this hole, as you can see, is not big enough to fit through safely. That stuff, I mean, there's stuff all up here just waiting to come down. So we'll have to move some stuff aside before we can check this one out. But today is more of a metal detecting day anyway, so let's get to it. Alright, so the mine was down there. I'm up on the next tailings pile. There's another tailings pile over there. There's another diggings here. There's another diggings here. And I'm gonna track down Daryl. I can hear him because of his metal detector. So I also see his footprints here. So I can find him pretty easy. Just found a little friend here. Hey there, toady. Little mountain toad. Looking for something to eat. If he came out of that hole right there. Yeah, that looks like his home. Probably just popped out of the ground. Daryl's down in the base of this tailing pile here. He's got a read on something. And then there's more tailings all up the side of this mountain. The whole thing. Tailing right below us here. This place must have been absolutely loaded. Another big tailing pile that we saw. And this is another mine. It goes back in here. Tell there's moisture here because of the green grass. Yeah.
Same thing.
That one's got a pack rat living in the front of it.
Looks like it. He likes old beer cans. Heads off down through there, huh?
This one might be a little easier to dig out. I don't know. There's a lizard. He enjoys the warmer
Yeah, they do like them warm rocks.
air coming out of the cave, probably.
Oh man, I'm gonna sit down here for a bit.
All right, that's the second one we're gonna have to explore.
A bright light?
I got my headlamp, yeah.
You can see, can shine in there and see if you can see that it's worthy of digging, or does it just stay that
Yeah, let me turn my
shallow for a ways?
metal detector off here. That lizard's just sitting there looking at me.
It was dug out and fell in, but you know, with the size of the tailing, yeah, I see where rocks are just ready to cut loose too. Look right
Oh
there.
yeah, that whole ledge is just waiting to cave in right there, isn't it?
Woo!
You don't want to stick your head under that and hit the
No
ceiling.
howling in this hole.
Yeah, this that area you're walking through right there probably was cave at one point, huh?
Yeah. That's the way I got it.
And it got dug
all
out.
the way out. See how it?
Must have been worth something. They did a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
I was just digging in this spot. I found this big old thing. Looks like a broken off gigantic bolt of some kind. And then I dug deeper, found more signal, and I found this. It is a file. Looks like a metal file. Probably used it for sharpening their tools. Pretty cool. It's history right there. So we're headed up to another spot. We found some junk at that other spot and a couple mines we need to come back and explore. And we're headed up the mountain some more. And Daryl says he knows of an old stamp mill up here, so we're gonna go check that out. The road here. Oh goodness. We drug a little there. Nice. You want me to move that rock?
Oh, I think I'll just circumvent it slightly. And then I started down the hill, and I found a complete ore car.
No way.
It had fell off the track.
Oh man,
And
that's
it
awesome.
had rolled once or twice, and it was leaning on a great big sugar pile. In perfect condition. I know it's still there.
Oh, you think so?
Oh my God! How would anybody get it out of there? It's way the hell up
Let's
that
go
hill.
get it.
Oh, I don't know how you get it out. It would be insane to get it out. Yeah, we're gonna have to clear that tree out of the way.
I can jump out and grab it. Yeah, I can
Or
just,
you can do
I'll just throw it over the edge.
Okay. See, look right there.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, that is so cool looking.
It really is.
That's an old water mill.
Yeah.
Wow.
10 stamper.
That's the whole mill,
Oh yeah.
not just the stamp.
Oh.
Oh, this is so cool. Okay, we are up at the mill. Daryl's down digging some gold. Says he found some gold there before. And this is a massive hammer mill. This thing is at least 20 feet tall. Just absolutely massive. Hey Daryl, how much did you say these hammers weigh?
Anywhere from 750 to 850 pounds.
Each hammer?
Average.
Each one, huh?
Yeah.
Man,
Did
Those-
you see the name of the company?
are amazing. Yeah, Alice Chambers.
Chalmers? Yeah.
Chalmers.
What they made?
No.
Tractors.
Oh, really? Oh, yes, yes. Tractor company.
They had to get this all the way from Milwaukee.
That is amazing.
They started making them in San Francisco. But
Look at the size of these bolts. This is a lot of concrete they brought up here, too. Man. These through bolts here are just absolutely massive. And these timbers, this is like over 2 feet wide and about a foot this direction. And these are the tubs that these hammers would hammer the mill in. Big old tubs that the ore would fall into, and these hammers would just clobber them, pulverize them.
There was a trestle. Over here is a little V notch in the land, and the trestle came across the top of that to dump into the top of this.
Oh, okay, so they'd run it down the gully here.
And the track went straight up the hill, quarter mile, a little farther, and then there was a upper loading setup up there, and then there was 2 carts. One down here was empty, the one up there is full. When they let that one go, it pulled the empty one.
Oh, gotcha.
And they had a passing lane in the middle.
Uh-huh.
And so the full one pulled the other empty one back up.
Nice. Use gravity.
Yeah.
Make gravity work for you. That's the way to do it. And you can see it's falling down. Won't be too much longer, and this will not be here. Look at this beam. This was built to hold a lot of weight. Here's the hammer mill from the backside. See down in the tub where the hammer mills worked. And the mill came in this back chute right here. The ore came down in this back chute right here. And this chute came from this chute up in there. Came down the chute, down the back of this tub, and under the hammers. And this beam broke on me, so I almost fell. There's the chute on the other side that came into the back of this tub. And so, double-sided hammer mill. And that's just a giant holding area up there that would hold a bunch of ore that they would feed down into these chutes. And they probably got a lot of gold here. Used to be stairs coming up here. What a neat piece of history. Oh, there's the other piece of the stairs. Looks like the stairs went all the way to the top there. It's got a giant metal plate with a pin in it. So, water would have come down here and turned this massive wheel and ran the mill. Yeah. So fine gold from the crushings just kind of fell.
Yeah. You know, that whole thing was a platform out here, and I couldn't tell you for sure what. I wish I would have come up here with him.
Yeah.
But I wasn't thoroughly believing the guy, you know.
Yeah.
A bunch of drunks in the car, you know. And, but by God, he followed through and surprised the hell out of me. What a neat thing. And you'll see, it's just pretty special.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of stuff over there, like maybe there was an even older mill or something. All right, we are driving on the road now. That leads to the place where Daryl found gold. I have to pull my arm in here. We're bushwhacking on the way there. The bushes are whacking me. It's a narrow road on a steep hill. Won't be long and this road won't be drivable.
Anytime you get on things like this, you always want a chainsaw in the back.
Yeah, no kidding.
You wouldn't want to back out of this.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Got a Klingon on the hood there. Yeah. A tailings pile right there.
What's that?
I see a tailings pile right off the edge there.
For 4, it could be through.
Sounds like we're going through a car wash.
Right. You should have brought the soap.
We came up on a pebble in the road. I'm gonna have to move here. All right, we have arrived where Daryl found his gold. This is some serious backcountry out in the mountains here, which is why the gold was still here. And there is quartz all over the ground. Quartz mixed with other types of rock everywhere. So how long did it take you to find those chunks?
Oh, 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How long did you search after that?
Oh, quite a bit.
And then you didn't find anything?
No.
That seems like the way it is. That's what happened on my claim when I crossed the river there. I found my best chunk in the first 10 minutes, and then it just kind of dwindled from there. So.
Yeah, my buddy, he found 4.
Oh my goodness.
About 3 years before I found mine.
Wow. In the same spot?
They were nicer. I think I showed you pictures of those.
You did, yeah.
Standing up gold.
And they're the same area here?
Huh?
Same area here?
Right there.
Wow.
Same hole.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, same hole.
Can't wait. So we've arrived where he found the gold, and I've already found a nice piece of quartz here with lots of metallic stuff in it. Very similar looking to the stuff that he found that had the gold flake in it. Really good stuff. So I have a good feeling about this. Found another specimen rock here. Hopefully these colors will show up on the camera. But there is every color in the rainbow on the surface of this rock right here. I don't see any visible gold, but Daryl says that copper is what makes that rainbowy sheen. Really cool.
Thrown up, at least that's the way I think it was, and just missed.
Gotcha.
But if you look, right? Show you.
Looks like they were just pocket mining.
Well, there's a vein here. There is a vein, and you can see that vein, right? Right? See it right there?
Oh yeah, yeah.
See that?
Kind of dirty, but you can see the crystals kind of
see
listening
it?
back.
It's about that thick. And it's at an angle about, 5 degrees, and it goes underneath. We found it underneath this.
Oh, I see.
It's down, so that thing is sitting in here about like this.
Nice.
And that is the vein. And it goes down through
All this quartz.
this hole. That's all falling in now. Goes all down through here, goes into there, and comes back out over there where we dug.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what he was. See here?
So most of this digging
That's
is
the vein.
okay.
See? All this fresh digging on this disturbance here, that was just smooth when we found it.
Wow.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the vein.
Yep.
And that's what I want to remove as much top as I can get.
Yeah.
And then, see down there, man, you can find it, but it's down there about 2.5 feet. Then it comes back up over there. But this was it. Right in that little area right there.
Well, I hope we can find something today.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah, I just got to see how I've dug away. Trying to get, it's just too much work. I'm going to use some of that tannerite. And
nice.
get some of that off of there.
Okay.
That's just too much digging for my age. And I don't want to get somebody else up here that's much, much younger and know where it's at.
Too late. Another really neat specimen. This one's actually got quartz crystals coming out of it. It's a neat rock right there. I'm gonna bring these back with me. Another rock with a colorful sheen on it. Whole bunches of really neat looking rock here. This vein is just so mineralized. Well, we didn't find any gold. We're loading up now. But again, you can see all the quartz on the side of the hill here. And it went up to some pocket diggings up on the top. And those were really rich, apparently, because the gold he found was amazing. Time to head out. Okay, so we're back at Daryl's house, and this is really cool. Daryl has actual pictures of the hammer mill that we went and saw today from back in its heyday when it was in its prime operation. Apparently he knew a guy that knew the guy that actually worked on the mill, and these are actual pictures. So the on the left and the writer on the right. The pan holds about $7,000 in gold at that day's price, which I believe was $35 per ounce troy. So we can kind of do the math there. It had been $20.62 for some time previous. And he was 63 years of age in this picture, and he would now be 105. And that was back in the 70s.
Yeah, and this was in 75.
And it says, I appear to have aged too. Yeah, that's the back of this picture here. So those are golden eggs in the pan they've got there.
Really,
and this is a picture of the mill back in its day when it was working, before it rotted out. It looks like the stamps on the left side were missing back then too.
On that one, yes, that's true. I just noticed that. And this is looking at it from uphill. You can see where the full car passes the empty car.
Yeah. So it came in from the side. Used to have a whole roof over it and everything. It came in, the rail cart came in from up the hill into the side of the mill, and then they would dump the ore down the chute into the crusher. Wow. Does this have anything? Oh, it does. View from head frame and breaker house down the tram mill. Down tram to mill. 1935. And there was a power line up there. So this is 1935 when this thing was active. There's a bunch of rail. And the mill is in its prime of life right there in this picture.
Yeah, there's that. I told you about the trestle that came across, and that's brought it to dump in.
So that gully that was next to the mill,
that one went over it.
This trestle went over the gully and to the mill, and that's how they got the ore over to the mill.
That's the head frame where they loaded the car up on top.
Okay. Now what is a head frame?
That's where they bring the ore from the trucks. And then the cart's right there, and then they
dump
load
the ore
the cart.
off.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So this would be up above where the cart, at the top of the track where the cart comes down to the mill. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And this one, the stamp mill is like right here. There's that trestle, and then it goes over there and goes up the hill to the head frame.
Okay, I see.
You can see that where the two cars pass.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And this says something on the back of it too.
Yeah, each one of them, he wrote something on there.
View of head frame and breaker house at head of tram. Contain gates, rock crusher, and control brake for tramway. And this, so that's the track that goes up to the top where they brought the ore down from. Number one picture is view from the top of the ore bunker to tramway. Note passing track halfway up. There's a passing area where the carts would pass each other. Number two, 1.5 ton ore car coming into ore bunker. Headed car pulled the empty one back. Oh, loaded car. So the loaded car, the loaded ore cart pulled the empty ore cart up the hill so that they could load it up and do it again.
Pretty savvy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It really is.
That is amazing that you have this history here. Not only were we able to go out and see that ore crusher, but you knew the guy who knew the guy that actually worked on the thing, and he gave you original pictures of that mill. That is really amazing. Well, we struck out today. We didn't find anything with the metal detectors, but honestly, I wasn't expecting that we would really find anything with the metal detectors there, because Daryl has scoured that spot because he found some good gold already, and he has a really good metal detector. So I really didn't have much of a chance to find anything there myself with my metal detector, but we are going to go back up there. There's a lot of water in that pit, so we can't get down in the pit to dig in the vein where he thinks the gold originated from. He thinks he's going to get some time in 2-3 weeks, and we are going to bring picks, shovels, and a lot of elbow grease, maybe some electric tools. We're going to start digging on the vein and see if we can pull out some fresh gold. So We'll see you guys then. Okay, we've arrived, grabbing all the gear, and we're gonna go to the vein, find some gold. Okay, made it up to the vein here. Got all my equipment. Got a shovel, a pick. Got my rotary hammer drill and other tools in my bag. And I got both metal detectors. And Daryl's got his Minelab 6000. And looks like the water's down a little bit from last time. We're gonna dig this vein and see if we can find some more specimen gold. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be work, but it's gonna be fun. And the hammer drill to chisel it out. Some specimens he got. So we worked out this spot that has a quartz vein laying flat across this direction. And you can see back in there, there is the quartz vein we were taking out. And there's another, the other side of it. And here are some of the specimens that we took out. And we're gonna go get a bucket and haul them down to the truck. So we took out the bit of quartz vein and we detected, we didn't hear anything with the metal detector, so we know there's no big chunks in there, but we're gonna look at these specimens anyway and see if there's any gold in there. Okay, we are back to Daryl's, and we got a nice bucket of specimens, and he's got another backpack full of stuff. We're gonna go test this with his Falcon detector. All right, we got his Falcon metal detector, and we're gonna look for small gold in these samples that we pulled out of the vein. See what we can find here.
Oh boy. Look at the first one.
That's a nice piece.
Okay, so there we go.
Oh yeah, nice. That's cool. There's some crystal structures in there.
Wow. What an interesting, it's almost like a framework all the way around it. See that?
Yeah.
Wow. And there is some nice crystallization going on right there.
Yeah. All right, Daryl is doing a test to calibrate his Falcon detector, and he's got a little piece of gold on the top of this cup, like the size of a grain of sand.
I don't know if I can hear that on
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
That thing is so sensitive. Boy, Daryl, your arms look like you've been through a war.
We were hearing sounds in this vicinity.
Wonder what that black material is right there.
You're hearing something?
It's getting a little louder right in here.
Today we had a...
Yeah. Well, we struck out today, but we learned a little more about the vein that we're working. This is all of our samples here. We got more in the bucket we didn't test. But we didn't find anything with the Falcon, and this is very sensitive. But we struck out. I had fun. Did you have fun? Thank you very much again.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Oh, it's awesome.
I'll see you next time.
We'll be back up there before too long.
Well, that was fun. A little disappointing that we didn't find anything, but I had fun. I always like going on adventures with Daryl because he's always up for having fun and doing cool stuff. So we are definitely going to go back out again to that spot and dig. Unfortunately, there was still some water down in the bottom of that pit where Daryl thinks the gold was dug out of. And it makes a big difference depending on the angle that the vein comes up in the rock where the gold deposits. According to geology, the angle of the vein in certain areas has to be just right, and it has to do with temperature and things like that, how the gold precipitates out into the quartz rock within the vein. But anyway, we are definitely going to go back out there and dig more in that spot when we get a chance, and we're also going to go back out to those adits and open them up, go inside, explore around, see what we can find. So don't miss it. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.